Hi there, everybody. Kane Fan 701 here. It's about mid-January, and 2025, well, has already been a very rocky one for a lot of us. I mean, after the tragic passing of Britt O'Croft that we only recently had found out, a lot of us are still feeling the mournful loss, and a lot of us in the Thomas fandom are really coping. We're coping really well, and some are struggling to get over it. But at the same time, it's really shaken up a lot of our New Year's resolution and everything else. But at the same time, we have to do the brave thing and soldier on. And, we have to continue life as the best as we can while thinking of the good memories that are left behind. And, yeah, it's really been a bit of a strange one, a couple of weeks in. It's this and that, and you hear a lot of stuff regarding the media and the news, and it's just got to that point where for the last couple of years it's been very, very negative, and and a lot of us are just like, what do we care? We want positivity, and that's what we're striving for. We want a better future. We want a better change. We need good things to happen. And at this point, I've had a couple of old friend reunions, and a few other things have happened which have been good, some not so good. But at the same time, you know, what can you expect when it comes to the new year when you don't know what will happen? Hey, Pogmas, it's been a while. Where have you been?
Doing all right.
I haven't seen you on Discord very much. Like, you haven't been active as much. Like, what's up?
Oh, well, nothing much really. It's just been busy, you know.
Hmm. Well, I've been doing my stuff as well. I've noticed a few times. Actually been messing with my trains last night and had a few test runs and a few things from Grizzly Engage, which were bloody fantastic. Um, he helped me find the SP, the PRR S1 turbine locomotive, and I didn't believe it would work for trains, but he said give it a try, and I've activated it, and it does work. And I'm quite surprised. I tried it out, and it works like magic.
Interesting.
Yep, I can see STRATP is also in the chat. Nice to see you too. And Dingo's over there. But like I said, it's been an absolute, well, not the best time starting off the new year, but like I said before, we're all still reading and rocking from Riddle Cross passing, and I've come to grips with it, but it's just still painful. And honestly, it's been painful to look at some of the Thomas episodes that she was involved with a lot, and anything else that's related, so it's quite tough. That's why I have to turn to the real Steam Train stuff to try and clear my mind out of it. But at the same time, it has been very difficult. And how can I put this as well? Like, how have you been coping with it, Pogmas?
Eh, well, same old, same old.
Like, have you coped? Like, I mean, like, how have you been able to cope with the loss and anything else, especially how things have been, like, from your perspective?
Not much different, I'll be honest.
Hmm. Just make sure who else wants to pop in and join us right now. Yeah, I'm just making sure everybody else can pop in with us. I know it's been terrible. Hmm. Like I said, it's been tough, but like I said, I've also had other struggling issues, you know, regarding, which I don't want to really bring up because I don't want to cause any drama. Let's just say I've had issues, with some people who I don't want to be back with, you know, kind of try to get to me, and I was caught with trauma and didn't want to go back there. So I've made it personal that I actually, would move on forward, and I've done that. But it's left a very, very, let's just say a very personal um, after affecting me, and I'm really happy that I managed to make the right decision. But then again, there are others who I wished could have gone the right way with me or just worked out a lot better. So I've been in a bit of a conflict situation. And of course, I had a reunion with one old friend of mine, who voiced Gordon in my Thomas and Timothy's film. Like he voiced in the Ghost Train first film, and then he did it in Her and the Kurt Raven briefly. And it'd been a long time since we last met. I think it was Matt 3985. I do apologize if I've given you a shout out, my old friend. It's just like, I never thought he was still activated. It's been a long time, and he popped in, and, I didn't know he was still there, and then all of a sudden, he kind of just, it wasn't quite the reunion we hoped. He only found out about the BS drama that unfolded about us, and oh my God. All I would just say is that the fact is that, it was a bit of a personal one, and he's only just found out, but I don't want to go through it all over again, because I've only just recovered. And I'm not going to go back there again. I've explained my side of it too many times, and I just don't want to go back there again. Everybody knows about it, and everyone's just sick to death about it, because people have seen better times now than what we are seeing today. Either way, it's like I said, it was good to see that there are some friends who haven't forgotten, which I thought had been long gone since the pandemic had happened. So I'm glad there are some still out there who have survived. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm happy about it, but at the same time, the union didn't go with hopes. So it's kind of a hit and miss thing. Although I am at peace with a lot of stuff at this point, so I'm happy. I may not sound like it, but on the inside I am. I finally got rid of somebody else who gave me hell. Who you might have heard of, but I won't mention his name. But he's out of my life for good. And I don't care if he throws a fit here or goes anywhere else. That's it. I've made my decision, and a big amount of weight was lifted off me, and I'm happy that I made the right decision. It's because of people like you and everybody else that I managed to live on for so long, and I can actually be happy to move on with my life.
All right, good to hear.
I really am happy with it. I just want to continue on finding newer friends or reconnect with some fans who still remembered me for the right reasons and not for the wrong things. And if those who can't seek redemption with me or don't want to make peace, that's their fault. It's not on me. Even though it's an emotional effect. LSVP, I don't know who you are, mate. I'm just trying to see who else is popping in. Hey, Astro Boy, nice to see you made it in.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Not too long. It's only been since the New Year's Day or wherever it was when we started. Apologize for my yawning. I've had many few days of bad sleep, and so I'm not quite up to it, but I'm still trying to keep myself awake.
Well, for me, I've been pretty busy and been tied up on work since I haven't really been chatting in your server for a long time.
Well, you can now. Hey there, Werewolf. You want to pop in and join with us too?
Oh yeah, Kane, guess what?
Yeah?
I've actually managed to get a contact with the NPRRE2 on VR chat.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, and I told him about the series that I plan to make about the Missouri Valley Railroad, and honestly, he was very impressed the way how the series was an inspiration from Danny Wells' videos.
Well, oh yeah, Danny Wells, I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember.
I mean, both me and E2 really did chat pretty good. We actually got to know each other more better the way how we talked a little bit more about trains and stuff like that.
Indeed.
Hello,
Hey there,
guys.
Wesley. Long time no see.
Yeah, real long time.
Yeah. Well, we were there briefly during the New Year's Eve or whatever it was, and then you had to get going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just
King.
trying to- I
I
got
got
two
something
more.
else I need to tell you.
Yeah.
I finally got the LMB Brass Norfolk and Western 480 Class M Mastodons.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about adding some realistic coal feature on the tender, and especially adding in some black paint.
Who the hell's almighty place? I'm trying to remember these names, man. I'm trying to remember who the heck is FSADPS. I'm trying to remember now because obviously I'm losing.
I think it's a friend of mine. I'm not sure.
He's got James's angry expression from the Roblox button there. I don't even know who he is.
Oh,
Yeah, I
speaking
don't
of
know
Roblox,
either.
hold on. Speaking of Roblox, I'm literally in Roblox Studio right now, creating a game.
I've already done my look, Matrix. I can see you down below. I've already done my Edward lines for you because obviously, I got them done, and I'm fine with it. No, it's not the best Edward impression I've done, but it's all I could do.
Mm. Oh, and just to give you a little update, Kane, I was having trouble trying to write down for the scripts for the first episode, but I'm getting a little help from another friend of mine by the name Dr. Detroit, the Traveling Nardo.
Well, that's good to know. Fill me in on that.
Yeah. Oh, and I already told her that you'll be voicing as Southern Railway 4501 with your name featured in it.
That's grand. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I always know that 4501 is a light Mikado, but Dr. Detroit also suggests that I would also need to get a heavy Mikado.
It actually is a light Mikado that produces 54,000 pound of traffic effort, which is quite the most powerful Mikado I've ever seen. Or there could be more. I may be wrong, but still, that's quite strong for a light Mikado.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, Dr. Detroit did mention that I need to get another Mikado from the Union Pacific Railroad, which is basically a heavy Mikado. I mean, we definitely needed two different, variations of a light Mikado or a heavy Mikado.
Well, you'll be surprised on my trains, apparently, thanks to Gresley Engage. He actually said, or NG, whatever you want to call him, he actually helped me get another engine that worked for trains, and I actually tried it out, and somehow, oh, blimey, and somehow it actually does work. It was actually a Penzi class. It was the Penzi S1 turbine locomotive, and it actually does work for trains 12.
I think you mean S2, not S1.
S1 too, yeah. That's right, yes. That's what I worked on, and it works quite well. And it got me that sound what it would have sounded like had it been in reality, although we've never heard what it actually does sound like for real. But it was good, and I was impressed with it.
Yeah. Also, when I was doing some research about the surviving NNW steam locomotives, I've actually managed to find one of their Pacifics that actually survived from their railroad.
Okay.
Basically, this engine is classified as an E2A, the last of the NNW Pacific.
Interesting.
Yep. And its number was 578, which is located at the Ohio Railway Museum.
Sorry if I'm backing up a bit, lads. I'm just having my guy pizza as well, so sorry if I feel like I'm a bit further away.
It's okay.
I've been starving all day, barely eating anything. Like I said, I've lagged a lot of sleep, so I'm not quite in my right element.
I see.
Like I said, I've been going through just a few bits and bobs of,
I see. Also, I'm also thinking about getting the NNW's M2Cs, which is basically like even more bigger and powerful mastodons.
Okay, Derek. Okay, Django. I can see what you did there with Timothy 0311. I see it. There's my buddy 836. Let's pop him on board and see what we got. Here we go.
Hey, sorry it took me a bit. I went to go enjoy the snow because it started snowing again.
Oh, wow.
awesome,
We
George.
might be getting some snow warning ourselves because we've had pink skies and low-hanging clouds lately, but we've been okay today. Although it has been it's been 4 degrees, but now it's dropped to 2. But we might get
Yeah.
some. We might
From
get
where
some
I'm
bad.
at, it's already cloudy around here, and it hasn't snowed from where I'm at.
Worst of all, Saturday's supposed to be the best day of the week, and then after that, we've got another storm coming up again. Well, we've already been through hell enough already.
It's only snowed for me like once or twice this whole winter.
But by the way,
Dude, this is the second time we've gotten snow, so I'm happy about that.
By the way, 836, I've got some good news for you. I've managed to get Margie's OC, along with the Trains 4 Challengers, and a slight little fixing was needed to be done on the tenders, basically, because of the tank thing, whatever it's called, on the and it turns out that it actually, the tank section, I had to kind of compress it to activate, and it works. And turned out I had to
Let me
use,
see.
Yeah, the OC, Margie's OC of herself was a Baltimore challenge, Ohio challenge.
Yeah, the one I sent you. Yeah, the one I sent you.
Yeah, it's activated. It's actually alive on my games right now. Actually, it's activated.
Mind if I take a look? Mind if I see?
Yeah, I will show you at the moment, but I'm just trying to finish what's left of my guide pizza. So I do apologize.
Take your time.
I do apologize if I'm a bit further away from the microphone because I think I might sound a bit distant from you on your end, everybody.
You sound good to me, on my end. You sound good on my end.
Yeah, it depends on how your
Sounds
connection
fine
is
to
as
me,
well.
too.
Because I'm further away.
I'll
Oh
pull
yeah,
up
I'm
my
also
computer.
thinking about getting the Santa Fe Railways Super Hopper, which is the last one that survived.
The
Who's
BNSF one. He's talking about the BNSF centipede hopper.
Yeah, I'm glad that one of the cars actually made it to preservation.
I do hope that they cancel school tomorrow since it's snowing this bad. I want it to be canceled.
I wouldn't say about cancer, but I used to remember saying I hope we get, well, we don't get snowed in deliberately, but I'm hoping it gets deep enough so we don't have to, because honestly, I've always said, why, I know it's good to play in the snow when you're little and everything, but the thing is, I remember it so well to the point where it would be too dangerous with the ice and skiing and everything if it was hard snow or if it was too cold.
Oh, yeah.
I always feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
people that I've always felt like if it's too cold and freezing, it would be dangerous for the kids. And of course, don't get them out playing it. It could be that bad, and then you get people that catch the cold and flu. Hence why they would miss school, and it was bad for me with my health. I'm telling you, winter was a nightmare for me. I mean, because of my premature birth and my health problems, I was always at my worst. In the winter or in the summer, I was at my worst. But I never gave up. But the winter was the bad one. Obviously, for catching the cold quite a lot, and it was never pleasant back then. This is like in the 90s and the early 2000s for me.
Pardon me, I'm going to do something illegal to you.
George,
Who says to be? What the hell?
George, you cannot be doing that here.
Who's Georgie? Who?
It's me. He's
836
talking to me. He's talking to me. He's
Oh.
talking to me.
Yeah.
836. Let's not go there.
No. I wasn't gonna be mean like that. I was gonna do how funny.
Oh, okay.
He likes to mess around a lot.
I know, but whenever it's on my streaming, he knows what to do. And besides, I can see
Yeah.
you change your icon.
Yeah, George.
I can see you change your icon again to another engine who's like 4501, but much bigger.
This is a brand new locomotive I got at the train show as of recent.
Holy Christ!
Ooh,
That's good,
nice.
good.
It's one of the it's a brass model. It's a United Scale Models brass Southern PS4.
Brass. Brass.
Oh, you're into brass model trains too? Because I collected so many of them myself too.
Brass trains are becoming more popular nowadays, even though
You got any you don't want anymore? Because I'm more than willing to sell them for you. But yeah, I'll buy them off
How
you.
much would that be, if I may ask?
Depends on your price range. Like like, can I see what you got?
Well, let's see. I'm having trouble with one of my models that had problems because the gearbox was so old it basically broke when I tried to test it
Yeah,
out.
whenever that happens, you got to replace the entire motor. The entire motor.
Whenever that happened to me, I just wouldn't bother. I would just put my engine on display mode in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I mean, that was my only NNW G1.
NNW. Hold on. Do you have a picture or do you have it with you?
NSW.
I don't have it with me
NSW,
because
I
I'm
remember
currently at work.
Oh, you're at work. All right. You got a Discord that I can hook you up with, and you can text me there. You can text me some pictures if you have them on your phone.
Sure thing.
Oh yeah, he does.
Here, let me put it down in the chat. Let me put it down in the chat.
Greatly
He has got
appreciate it,
one.
brother.
What
Greatly
the heck?
appreciate it, brother.
What the hell is FCP putting on that thing? I can't see an icon. It looks like Percy got blown up in a fireball or something. That's a bit too harsh.
But yeah, I have a few brass models. Let's see. I got a 040 Mantua brass. I gave that to a friend. I have another Pacific, which is brass diecast, and most recently, besides this PS4, I recently got a CNJ Camelback, which is brass, made in Japan.
Anyway, I have my.
So that's pretty much it.
Oh,
But I got
God,
everything in between.
All right, now SDP and his box is now showing to the horrible Montague. Oh God.
Montague.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's a story. So at the train show, here's a funny story. At the train show, we did actually find a Hornby Toby for $10. My friend wanted that, so I bought it for him.
Well, I've got one. That was my last Thomas model I bought out of my own money, and at the time when I got it, it was a good 17 quid, a good price reduced.
17 quid? Goddamn.
17.
I've got a
just
Boston
said that.
Thomas
I
collection.
thought you said 70. Sorry. Yeah, but the only thing, it was in good condition. The only thing that was missing was its back coupler, like the hook thing. But it didn't bother me because the rest of the model was unscathed.
Oh man,
All right,
I can't wait to do this.
and then I shared you my username on the chat.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste. Copy
Yeah.
with a friend
yeah.
here.
This
Okay,
thing's.
fine.
Yeah,
Alright, let's
in
go this
my
box.
collection, I have a Thomas Edward Henry Gordon.
Okay, you made the long black train video, Diogo. I can see that. What if? Okay, look. Oh, okay. Diogo, if you can. Oh, Diogo, if you can. Send me a
Got
link.
it.
I'll
Thank
check it out
you.
later on.
Nope, no problem.
Yeah, no, telling Diogo. Tell him to send it over to the link, and I'll watch it. Send it in the private chat, and I'll have a look.
This is a game I'm working on right now.
Oh my goodness.
It's a racing
No.
track.
No American train 0 to 10.
This is a Thomas.
Question.
Of course, I'm not gonna have America locomotives.
Good
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, but it would be kind of funny. It would be like just hear me out. Hear me out. It would be kind of funny if you did add a few of us in there for haha funnies.
Is that Neville?
Yes, it's Neville, all right.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
yeah,
by the way,
There's only one
I'm gonna
Neville.
test run the game to see how you guys like it. Which this is a game I'm working on, which is a reborn version of a very old game of mine, which I accidentally messed up on. But I'm making this reborn version because why not? Which,
by the way, 836.
Thomas Crash
I was
games.
actually thinking about buying another brass train. It would probably be the Alco C855.
Jesus Christ, and Neville just got blown down. Susie here.
C55.
You just
Oh,
blew
So
up.
much for that.
That's a diesel, if I'm saying that right. That's a diesel.
There's
Yeah,
Yes,
part of the
I completely forget
which is
they
basically
I can't believe they got
a to the Union Pacific Railroad.
Disaster
I
lay ahead.
Oh Jesus Christ! And oh God, well, oh wait, oh Jesus, James is still going. Oh no, he's not.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
Oh,
he
he's still going.
became
The wheels are spinning.
his old livery now.
And now Henry's freaking out after taking too much Welsh coal. He's on high alert, Jack.
Oh yeah, his eyes are
He's
Look out, Henry!
It's Hippie Henry. He took his what's the word? He took his
And
Ross Collins, cut the
pew!
joints. Oh, shoot! Oh my god,
Oh.
he did a 180-degree
Oh,
flip.
okay. He derailed on an unrealistically sharp bend.
Unrealistic.
What a 100
Oh,
foot
look, there's
degree.
an unrealistically sharp bend up ahead. Look about to go.
And he
Oh
landed,
my
and he landed upright,
Oh my
upside
God.
down, right on the top of his funnel. Who'd have thought Henry had the courage to do that?
Oh,
Oh,
that line from
Scumber,
Diesel
Which
and he
one was
went
that?
straight through, and he- Oh my god.
yeah.
And he came
Hold
out
on.
blued up, and he came
Wait,
out red.
hold on. Your average Thomas OC.
Yeah, he basically came out at the end red, and he came out, I'm blue, dabber, doo, dabber, die.
I love that song.
Not,
Throwing
it's
down
not-
the line.
Luke.
It's not the original one. I'm talking
no.
about the gothic I'm blue,
Eh.
dabber, die, which is much better. Oh,
No,
even your
Pugman's, I
OC
got
turned
something
blue
for
too.
you.
Oh, stood up right. He almost stood up right on the rails.
Billy.
And what's his name in the blue? I like to call it the blue syndrome. Oh, he went backwards.
Oh, Jesus.
He crackled back
Into
for it.
the
And
cause
he
of
fell like,
nothing.
I can see Diago's used long black train
Oh,
in the
look,
music
there's
video.
an
Which is not
invisible
right.
top
He's
down.
even
Oh,
used
man,
two
there's
crossover
Billy.
to make it like it's real. I mean, I get what he's doing.
Oh,
Jesus! Wow, it shot you right out. He
Oh.
landed upright. Oh wow!
The truck is shaking very violently.
I guess he's having a seizure.
Also, I don't know who this is, so do not ask. And before anyone says it's Jinty, no, it's not, because it's literally
It's
an
not a
E2
Jinty. I
class.
can tell it's not.
Yeah, yeah, right there. It's an E2. Speaking of
Aye.
E2, Tom.
And speaking of 611 and another engine, I can see you got your train thing up. Holy shit!
That's
Oh
not
yeah,
611,
I've
it's you.
already got the 611 in
Oh, it's
Trains
me.
2019
Oh,
on my
who's number
computer.
14? Thomas, what happened to you? He's scared to death.
Oh my god, that's me.
Wait, that's supposed to be you?
Yeah. That,
Holy shit! What the hell?
What in the
What
world
is
is
that?
that?
yeah,
What?
that S400 over there with the Thomas face pack, that's me.
What in Strasbourg, mother?
What?
Oh my goodness. Who on earth made this?
Who said that?
A
Who said
train
that diesels
plane.
couldn't fly? What the hell? That's just Scott. That is the scene from my
A
nightmares.
DD-48X with wings to make it fly.
This is the
No.
engine flight from my nightmares. Oh my
Wait, hold
god!
on, bro. Bro's that robot chicken Harold saying, I can fucking fly.
I can fucking fly.
He believes he can fly. UTC's
Did you really have to bring that one up?
I couldn't help saying that. It's like, I believe he can fly. UFP's gonna break the sky. He crashed down and
I'm
blew
right
away. Jesus. Oh, he just
Oh
missed
So
my
it.
how does this
goodness.
work?
Did you use, wait, let me guess. You used those invisible tracks to make it look like you can fly, right?
That's right. That's how you get aircrafts to fly around.
Big Edward just
You can
drowned.
also use invisible track to make into
This is
a
the Highland,
derailment.
that old Highland route I'm seeing you use.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. This is a City and Country remastered.
It's a shame I can't get the one train because it was one of the best routes I've ever seen. You know, it's like very old school and you can't even get the actual working Trains 12.
I think
Oh yeah,
Edward-
also 836. I'm also trying to go to get the General Electric U50 and the U50C.
Okay, I can see it myself, but who's that next to me? Number 14. Is that you, Pogmus?
Yes, that is me.
I didn't
Let
realize
me
that
fix his
was
face.
OC. I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
that's my LC.
Let's fix
So you're
his face.
basically Rosie's class, basically.
Oh, yes, I am.
So you're basically a Rosie fan.
We can say that.
Nice. I had no idea you were Rosie's OC type form. I never knew that. I thought you'd be more like your icon on James.
Oh, speaking about the J class, I actually downloaded a 442 Atlantic J class from the NMW.
Ah, there we go. And now business has just picked up, brother. There's my UP rival, but my good buddy as well at the same time. God, look how small little Pogmus looks. Ain't that adorable? Whoa.
That's a cool whistle.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. It's big one, isn't it?
It's big. Oh boy. Here he is. It's basically big. It's the big man himself.
I took Big One's streamline shrouding, slapped it on myself.
You do know I've still got your OC song I made for you, by the way, 836.
Oh yeah, I still have it downloaded. I'm planning on making a video with it. Don't worry.
Also, I think Edward has.
I bet you the first one was your favorite one because of how heavy metal it was like. It's brilliant.
Also,
Oh yeah.
Go on my screen. I think Edward is drowning.
Oh.
Ogmus is gonna get kidnapped.
Guys,
Okay,
help.
question. What are your honest
don't.
opinions about the NMW's K class?
No!
Help! Help! I'm being captive. I'm being held captive.
Don't take my little body!
Come with me, child. You're gonna take an adventure.
Oh no!
It's basically like Dash's his flying
guys,
machine.
help.
Mudley, do something!
Help! 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 Help!
Oh god, Pugmus is gonna get you Pacific Northwest syndrome.
Guys,
Both guns and drugs. And that's the scumbag out of them.
No! No! Oh god!
There he goes.
Oh shit! He was a puppy. No!
holy shit, guys! Look, I can fucking fly.
Oh my god!
I think I'm actually gonna go now.
Oh my god! His wheels are flagging. There's no wheels, man. Your wheels are spinning. That's impossible.
Well, still, I can fucking fly.
You do know I've just took a screen cap of that, lads.
Oh,
Oh
my.
shit! No! Wrong place to go, and that's down. Oh shit!
What goes up must come down.
Dudes! Just like in Cartoon Network days.
Oh, now you're stuck.
Oh no!
Oh well. At least
I can't believe you got left behind.
God damn
Let's
it.
get you. Let's get you back. Let's get you back to the rail yard. Let's
Oh,
put you back in the rail yard.
hey,
And then the
Pugmus,
hand of God picked the little bastard up.
hey, Pugmus, I sent the screen cap as a joke on your DM.
Oh yeah, you can also get the Titanic in there. You know.
You do know I've got them all. I'm having problems with Olympic and Mauritania. There's Great Eastern. The whole nine.
Yeah, you can actually get those ocean liners in the game too.
Yep, there's also the battleships, HMS Hood and the others, but there was also a thing called military trains, and at one point before they got rid of it, they actually had Bismarck in there, which I'm trying to get.
I need Bismarck.
Yes,
What in the world?
You don't understand. You don't understand. I love that ship. I have an
Oh, my
RC.
goodness.
Look, I used to hate the ship that it was, but obviously because of how life has been now, it's more like an anti-hero ship rather than a you-know-what.
There
And
we
I
go.
think Percy just committed Percy's Predicament, the sequel. Go on my
Yes,
screen to find out.
yes, you did. And there we go.
Speaking
the
of
actual
speaking of
himself.
Percy,
Oh, there's Percy. He was Americanized.
Oh my god, it's literally Perpy.
There we go.
The accident wasn't your fault. You should have checked at this tail atlas to stop
and
it.
he's getting kidnapped again.
And look how small he
We'll
looks
soon have
compared.
it back in
Look
order
how small
again.
he looks compared to Pogmus.
Thank you, sir. Said Doug sadly. Thomas,
Okay,
didn't
I'm just
own
gonna
the
get my
fish.
thing up.
They really got me in a real pickle, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh god.
Okay, what are your honest opinions about the double diesels and stuff like that?
Oh man, the double diesels. Double. I'm just getting my
Because
fingers
I
on-
always knew that both the Alco C855 and the GE U50 and U50C, like most of those diesels have two prime movers added on one frame.
Yes, they did. Okay, guys, are you ready for this? I'm gonna try and give this a test out and see what will happen. All right.
Stupid boys, I've been parked since 3 o'clock this morning. Right, see, you've pissed off me, Jerry. Oh, where have you gone? Come here. Oh, no, Fido. Come
Oh,
back.
What am I listening to, bro?
We have got insurance from you. You look at ran earlier. Here you go, Helen Hen. Better keep Fido
Oh
here.
my goodness.
take me across the road.
Oh,
turns into a
man.
great-
Hold on, if anyone wants to know what I'm playing, it's a video called Scottish Fireman Sam.
That's a bit weird. Either way, we're about to get my streaming in, and here we go. Let's see what we
Live my life with no arms and legs. I would happily live my life being a nugget. That's terrible. That's my son Norman. He's ginger and specky. His life's shite
There we
anyway.
go.
Here's your dinner, George, and for you, my
Hey.
sister.
Can you guys see?
Yeah, I see it.
There's a crushed dummy you're talking to, you fucking idiot. And you've gave it perfectly good
That
scanner.
signal law is going down. That sounds like Donald Douglas arguing.
Just kids.
That just sounds
Let's see.
It sounds like Donald Douglas arguing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It does.
Mm.
Oops.
Yeah.
wrong one. There we go. You see it? There's
Hey.
here's one of my CSW routes I'm working on. I've actually did a bit of tweaking.
This is my personal favorite line from this whole vid.
Don't listen to him, Sandra. He touches kids.
Of course you do, Pugmas. Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh,
Ow.
George.
First, you just knocked my ass out. Oh, Christ.
Ow.
Excuse me, Mr.
Oh,
President.
here we go. Okay.
The 240 goes down. Right, son, this is
Did
a
both
good-
versions work, or did you just download the? Did you just download that one?
I got them all.
No, did you also download the one I sent you, like the one with the face?
I didn't get the face one. Oh, what happened there?
Hank Marvin here, Helen.
You might need to renumber it just in case.
Karen, I can't hear you if you fucking Noel crackhead here.
Yeah, but I got this without the face because obviously it's in my version. We don't use the faces, remember? Obviously.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
All you gotta do now is just renumber it to 2006.
How can I help
Try
you?
renumbering it to 2006. It might fix itself.
What's that, Norman? You're trapped in the house and
That's
there's heavy
possible.
black smoke and fire surrounding you. That's a shame, mate, but I can't help you. The fitness
Hold
on.
on, I've got an idea. Hold on.
Anyway, rotten hell, you ugly wee smelly bastard.
This will take a while now because it's going to take a while to load. But I managed to fix the Rio Grande Tender one, which worked, so the others were okay. So
Okay.
this is what
I've always been like a big fan of the earlier challengers.
And by the way, like what I said, the vid I just played is called Scottish Fireman Sam.
Hey,
Okay, let's take a look outside. Holy shit! It is frosty as fuck outside.
I
But
guess
the way Elvis says, don't listen to him, Sandra. He touches kids. Jesus
Here,
Christ.
take a look. This is behind my computer. This is outside my
Oh
window.
wow!
oh, it's getting bad. I can see it. Damn.
Oh wow!
Good thing I went out there. Good thing I went out there earlier instead of later.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
We are mustard. We're mustard. We are mustard. We're mustard. We are mustard.
Oh my goodness!
Who's mustard?
Oh, it's in a credit box. The song I'm singing is a credit box mod.
Oh boy.
No, a credit box is actually really good.
Yeah.
God, I'm meeting people. I do this.
Oh
all
yeah.
day.
836. I'm also planning on buying a River Rossi NW Y6B.
Dude, I have one and I don't want it anymore. I can sell you mine if you want.
NWO for life.
Um,
No, I won't
which,
change it.
Which website do you use to sell it? Like eBay or something like that?
Oh, I don't have an eBay. I sell them directly to people who I can contact. If they're chill with me, I'm chill with them. We give each other's information. I just ship it out whenever I get the chance.
Oh, I see.
Now, and like, here's the main thing: I do like models or money. Like, either you come meet me in real life and we'll exchange, or I can ship it out and we can exchange models for it.
You mean like the ones that most of us don't use anymore, right?
Either that, or just some that you want to exchange for the size.
Well, let's see. I have collected so many HO scale locomotives, rolling stock,
Do
and
you
stuff
have
like
D?
that.
Do you do mainly DC or DCC?
Just regular DC power.
It's
I would wait until you get home, and then when you get home, you can give me a phone
Baltimore,
call.
Ohio.
All right, because I got so many models that are from
From
many manufacturers.
So do I.
Man, on NW.
Well, let's see. I do have the model, which I don't know if it is an Atlas model. I think I have the Burlington Northern RS3, which is having problems not be able to run lately, which that's going to need some fixing.
BNRS3. Okay. Like I said, we'll have to look. The only issue with the Y6 that I currently have, one, it does not have a tender. Two, it has all the parts there. It just needs to be put back together, just the motor, and that's just one wire. And then the front bogie is just a bit loose, so you're going to have to screw that. But everything else, it works. I've tested it.
Well, speaking about that, I did find a tender which is available on eBay. So if I be able to get the engine, like, from you, I would buy the tender on eBay to add it on there.
Sounds good to me. Oh, hi, Pug. I'm going to stick my wheat.
Oh, jeez. Let's not go there.
George.
Oh, who said it was going to be me? Wait, hold on. Who do you think it was going to be? Jeff Epstein?
George.
No, it's going to be Strasburg Thomas.
George, what are you doing?
Oh,
Georgie
Strasburg.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. You should be worrying about what Strasburg Thomas is going to do to you.
Oh man, he's gonna go down.
Guys.
He's gonna go down the mine.
Guys,
Hello,
I am in a problem of being touched. Please send me help. Call 911.
911.
Yeah, I'm being touched.
Hello, 911.
Yeah, I am being touched inappropriately, so please send help right the freak
You're an
away.
animate object. You have no right.
Fuck. Like, the way I just say fuck after that.
You smell. Megan.
You smell what the rock's cooking. There
I'm
we
just
go.
taking a look at the model. I'm just taking a look at my locomotive collection on trains right now.
As you can tell, I
Just
can't
checking
fix the thing. I've managed to change Margie's number at the front, but the cabin tenders and everything just doesn't seem to want to change. So that's going to be a bugger issue.
It'll fix eventually.
I don't think it will. Maybe I don't think it will. Because I've already had to do what I needed to do with it anyways.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, grab me a glass of milk. They don't have any milk, but I can get you some milk.
Oh, I remember that.
Some milk. No, you're saying it wrong.
You're saying milk. Like,
Your mouth. Drink the
You
milk.
wanted to see?
Drink it, Jericho.
I'm saying
Drink it,
milk.
JR. Drink it.
Right, like the percent. Like whole milk. No. Say milkshake. Milkshake. Okay.
It's
now
the
say it.
milkshake.
Milk. Milk. Are you hearing this? Yeah. The man wants a glass of milk.
Milk?
Give me the milk, Josh! Donovan.
Get out the boat.
Sorry, Dad. My wife. Friends.
My wife friends.
Josh! What? Me a glass of milk! Why are you
Why are you yelling at me?
milk?
You didn't
You guys
say
are
that.
saying the same thing. We're all saying milk, Josh. No,
No,
you're
you're saying milk. You're saying
Oh, hey, 836. I think she's ready.
Hooray! Should I add her?
Yeah,
Should I ask if she wants to join?
bring her in. She's more than welcome. At any
Okay.
point. I'm blue, and I'm telling you why I'm better than you. Tom's blue, I'm much better than you. Gotta go.
Okay, 836. You did mention that you had little Camelback switcher you had in your collection, right?
I gave that to a friend.
Ooh, Scottish pepper steak.
Oh, I see. I've always been a big fan of the little Camelback switchers because I was
Well, I do have another Camelback, which is IHC. If you would like that.
well, I was actually planning to buy the Reading Railroad's Camelback switcher.
You can find one of those for free. You look
Oh,
funny. One of
wait,
those.
you got the Titanic wallpaper in there?
That was it, yeah, with my background. That was for during
From
last
the
year's
movie.
celebrations and anniversary.
That was from the movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, the best version of Titanic to come alive. In terms of realism, it still holds up today.
Yeah. Which is a good thing since I got 2 of the Titanic model kits. Like, I'm still converting one into
Okay,
the
is she coming in
HMS
yet?
Britannic.
Has Marty accepted? Haven't got a damn clue. Okay.
Have you guys ever
Just
played
asking- just asking her now. I'm just asking her right now.
Rebrush?
Jesus Christ, George's profile picture.
You just now noticed?
Who's noticed?
Ah, damn.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying that because I just noticed it. It's just the way it looks. Jesus.
Who looks?
Oh, it snow's piling up now. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I just had this. I just had this open. You don't have to share it if you don't want to.
If only it happened on Christmas, then it would have been a white Christmas for everyone. Right,
Well, no,
yeah,
maybe I could show off. Maybe I could show off some new models I've gotten if you'd
Right.
like to see that.
Oh, jeez, I had no idea there was some bad blood. Apparently, Diago and Margie have an absolute bloodbath for one another. What the hell?
Bloodbath.
Uh-oh.
I
I had no
mean,
idea.
I don't blame Diego, to be honest.
I didn't know that. But Margie's going to pop in very soon if she wants to see her OC come to life on my CSW branch line. If she wants. By the way, I actually have a.
Yeah, she wants to have a nap. She's gonna take it easy tonight. She just got
Really? Oh, if she's going to take it easy, that's what we all need. After what we've been all going through like the last couple of weeks, we all need to take it easy.
Do you want me to show off some new models I've gotten as of recent?
Well, I very much like to see those.
I might as well also show off the whole collection then. If I'm gonna
Oh,
start up.
Jesus
So
Christ.
this is
Oh, bloody
most-
hell. That's a big saucer on wheels. And there's the Polar Express with a lightsaber through its head.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That's her.
Beautiful These are beautiful models, if I do say so.
Oh, they're one of the best.
Oh, this is the brand new Kano model.
And
This
you
is
got
Dax.
the
One of my friends'
825?
Dax.
Oh, you got the new Canal model. Awesome, dude.
Pegasus, 825.
Oh, man. I never knew they would
Few
add
side
that.
quests from a
Was
friend.
it-
This
was
is
it-
a scrap 2900 class. Ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Scrap 2900
Look at
class.
that.
This is an FEF with a triple stack.
Is that fucking Brandon Optimus?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I got
Brandon.
Brandon.
It's basic. Look, I don't use that version. I use his tank engine form because that's how I remembered him. Basically, as we
Oh.
no joke about
And
it,
you
it's
see their face on Thomas when
yeah.
Bro, look,
the
I don't like this one all that
WRC
much either because look how much it slips.
I
That's
think it's
basic.
because of the engine spec.
It's basically the Canadian. That Thomas is a NWR who?
That's just Isaiah. Don't mind him.
Oh,
Wait,
look, the
wait,
thing
George,
is with
is that
Brandon's
Summer?
model. Look, I always call him the
Yeah,
Canadian.
yeah. I'm friends with Summer. She's my Pookie. This is my Pookie. Don't touch it.
Who is
hey,
that?
what the fuck?
Oh yeah, and this is her. And then there's Autumn.
Oh, another.
Otto.
Like
Oh, Otto.
again, like I was just
Oh,
saying. Listen, with Brandon,
No,
it's
this is not the Autumn you and I know. This is not the Autumn you and I know. That is
a
her
different.
girlfriend. Autumn is Summer's girlfriend.
Oh, well, congrats to her then, man. Look, I know that's a bad shout out, but honestly, I just hope we can find.
No, this is not the Autumn you and I know. This is a different Autumn. That's her
I know.
girlfriend.
Okay,
I got
well, congrats. Anyways, the reason I call that with Brandon is he's like basically the Canadian F7 because he's Canadian, and also why does he have ginger on him? Because he's
Ah!
taken
Ah!
Jesus.
Oh,
Watch out! Boom! KO.
Oh, and then we just got an FEC -9.
Sorry about
And
that.
of course, one of the old GP9s.
Chat GPT.
Ah!
Oh no, that's what I use to write my stuff down. The ChatGPT vote chaos box.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, I'm also planning on buying a Proto 2000 Norfolk and Western SD9.
If you're gonna do SD9s, I would recommend the Broadway Limited ones. Those go for absolute cheap because I have one, which is the Paragon 3 variant. So if anything, I would recommend grabbing a Paragon 3 SD9.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna upload some music here. Basically, I did for 836, and hopefully when she pops up, it'll be really nice. Just to lighten the mood.
Not only that, 836, but I'm also getting the NNW Alco C630.
Ooh.
That's good.
I mean, hey, we definitely needed an Alco high hood to be part of the fleet, you know.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
We do need one.
Let's go ahead and start from the first one. So, if you also do trainings, I don't mind sending you some of this stuff I got.
Okay.
Are some of these from like K&L trains and stuff like that?
Yeah. I have, like I said, I have all the K&L products. I have every single bit of K&L.
Including the M-class Mastodons, right?
I've got them too.
I'm gonna let everything load up first, and then we'll go and get started.
There we go. Hopefully, Margie's. Oh.
And I also did turn down the audio, so the whistle shouldn't irritate you all that much, Katie.
Don't worry about the whistling.
Ooh, the 1218.
That's David from Thriller Movies. He was known as. Oh god, that deep mute. That's the deep tone whistle I like from. That basically sounds more like a male whistle, while the high pitch sounds more female.
Yeah.
I've got those. I've just had them recently downloaded. Oh, a reskin, eh? Where did that one come from?
This one?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is the original 836, the original Trains Italia FEF.
Oh,
hey, it's got the same number as your name on there.
Yeah, this is the origin. This is my origin locomotive, and then I upgraded to this, the updated version.
There's Greg from San Juan, right there. Oh, then
okay, train expert. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you can't possibly think you'll get away with that.
Then here's my two southern ladies that I've actually worked on.
Oh, number 929, she's good. She's got a good deep tone whistle, that one has. Just think about a female locomotive. Sounds very male-ish. There's my original American. That one there, that was my original American whistle when I was in 03 of American.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Kane, have you heard about Rapido Trains UK, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
They actually just released, a couple of months ago about their S160.
Well, congrats. There's the Milwaukee.
The Milwaukee Rose Hiawatha Streamliner.
I don't know why, but I would love to see a Milwaukee Road return and get rebuilt. It would work for the base time period. And there's the Queen of Roanoke. And there's 311.
Have you seen one of Amtrak Guy 365's video that he talked about the Hiawatha when one of the engines burst on its side?
And there's 4 Trouble 2. They're one of 6 surviving. What's the word? Mikado from the Fresno. That's my original CSW OC right there. My original. Before I decided to become a K2 class, and there's the fictional baby of my favorite, the Pennsy class.
The FJ1.
There's the real Polar Express, and then we go to the other engines. Look,
dude.
Diago, it's better if you stay out for a little bit. Like I said before, I didn't realize that Maya allowed bad blood. And look, I can't.
If she's not gonna join, he's more willing to join.
She can go if she wants
It's
to.
still really sad that none of these Hudsons never survived into preservation, all because of him.
No, but this engine's coming back though. Like I said before, I feel like Niagara is the best one out of the bunch.
Oh, the 734. I remember that engine.
And yet,
I'm gonna give it a second for the pictures to load. There we
And
go.
I'm surprised KL have not released her bigger counterpart. Basically with the 1309, and she should be released. She should
Yeah.
be. KL should make her.
Indeed.
Or basically.
Oh yeah, that C&O Streamliner. What was that number again? I can't remember.
490.
Yeah,
My
that
first
one is the last of the C&O Streamliners.
That's my favorite Southern diesel right there.
That's
A Southern
I've seen this
Railway
thing twice in real life, and I have a model of it actually. I take you over to my nightstand, or across from my nightstand.
But like I said before, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Margie was friends with Train Boy 11, and I don't know if she's aware about the cutting ties I've had, because obviously I've learned a bit more about Train Boy 11, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, I actually also have them on. Here you go.
That's good. Oh, you do have her. Oh, it's a bit more. Well, it looks pretty decent and basic for its size. That's pretty good.
It's called it's the Walters mainline. It's Walters mainline. So for Walters, they keep their models simple, yet very high tech. So this thing has sounds to the brim from the actual locomotive.
Oh, speaking about that, I'm actually getting one of the Dash 9s from the Ather manufacturer.
Can you guys see it? Say yes.
Because I'm getting 2 from Norfolk Southern and 2 from Union Pacific.
That's
Okay.
cool.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Margie, let's get you tested on CSW.
All right.
Let's go.
While you do that, I'll get the next engine ready for when we're done.
Oh yeah, I last year on December 20th, I've actually got to watch the Sonic 3 movie with my family, and it was a good
Don't
film.
spoil it. I haven't watched it yet.
I know, but it was a great film.
That should be convincing enough to go and see it.
Yeah. So, Ken, you saw one of the videos from Amtrak Guy 365 when he made a documentary video about the Hiawatha, right?
Yeah, I have seen his. I'm a big fan of his. I always have been. His short series inspired me to do this.
Yeah, and you saw the way how he tells about one of those engines that suffered a damage onto its side with the side rods.
Yes, I remember that. Mark is giving us a faceless expression, but hey, at least she's getting the attention she deserves.
Yeah. That was like a close call for the engineer, actually. He survived from that.
Well, he should be lucky. So, guys, what do you think on my CSW so far? This is only outskirts
Looks
here.
good so far.
Yeah.
It's still work in progress, but I've done much of it. Here we are.
Oh yeah, not only that I might be able to get the Y6B, but I'm also getting the Challenger that is wearing in the Greyhound color.
It's good. Is Margie not boxing yet, or is she still busy?
I am still so hyped to see 5511 running.
Well, I'm hoping to see that come back too.
I mean, we only seen two like footages of the engine that was operating all those years ago in those two footages.
Well, there'll be some more footage. There'll be some more archives to unfold soon enough. Here we go, guys. This is one of the many. This is only one of 2 hills on the CSW. This is the first one. You might be. This might look familiar to you.
Oh yeah, since I've already got the Braz NNW Mastodon, I was actually trying to recreate the Virginia Creeper as a model.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm missing is several flat cars. I don't even have any of those.
I see.
And not only that, I'm also going to need those 61 feet NNW passenger cars.
Okay, I'm just gonna play some of these musics in here. In the major.
Yeah.
You don't mind playing any of these, do you? Look, I got the
Yeah, that's
OC.
fine. Yeah, no,
I've got
go
one.
ahead.
I got your theme up, by the way, 836.
Sweet on. I'm gonna go feed my dogs, but I'm gonna still be here.
Here we go. This one. I think he was really headbanging to. Here it comes. Hang
Oh
on.
yeah, Kane, if I may ask, have you used to watch a old VHS tape about that is called the Ghost Train, which basically the people were talking about the Nevada Northern Railroad?
I remember seeing it. Yep, I remember it.
I used to remember watching it on my VHS, like the player
I
back
remember.
then.
Anyways, here we go, and I'm just gonna head back to this one quick.
And another good news is you can watch it again on YouTube now. There's a full movie of it.
Well, that's good to know. Anyways,
Sorry, hang on, let me mute my mic so you don't want to hear the stuff in my background.
here we are. That's the theme playing. That's 816.
Mighty engine roared with all its might into the murky depths of the darkest night. Fires burned with an unholy flame.
You know what I wish, Kane?
Yeah.
I really do wish that if anyone ever gets a chance to buy the Repeater Trains UK S160 to add in his collection, I would very much like to volunteer to voice that engine.
Brilliant. Here we go. I'm just gonna back that. Done.
Which these models can have many kinds of options you could choose to buy. Because you can actually buy some that are DC or DCC. Depends on which kind of model you want. It's like something similar when I always checked on the Repeater Trains website. I'm still planning on buying a EMD FL9, where like, you know, the rebuild variant. I've always been a big fan of the FL9 dual-motor engines. Oh, by the way, when I'm planning to get the FL9 in the collection, I'm going to also use the engine as John Wilson's private train, whenever he needs to, like, you know, bring a friend over who lives in the UK to travel all the way to Missouri.
Alright, I'm back.
There you are.
It might have stopped. Oh no, it's still going. It's still snowing.
Yep, Marcus.
That was great.
That's your theme song in the other version. Oh, well, Samuel's just having it too. Damn. Wow, it kicks ass. Samuel, I don't know who you are, man, but who's the heck is... Oh, I'm not sure who that guy is. Again,
You
like
can smell. Hold on. Can I roast him really quick?
Yeah,
Can I roast him really quick?
this guy?
Yeah.
Who is Garble, anyway? I don't even know who he is.
Bro, fucking Samuel Garfart. Chuffart. Bro, your last name smells like onions and boogers for real. I bet you eat white Gatorade and smell like nickels. Fuck your opinion.
Yeah, might as well go sod himself.
If we would want
Oh
it,
my
when we
goodness.
want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Please and thank you.
Yep, and here's Margie's... Oh, anyways, here's Margie's original theme I did. Just keep this in mind, alright? This is one I made her before I turned her into a BNO. That's what she was nicknamed. At the time, before I even got to know that you guys were, hopefully this will work well with her. Here we go.
Underneath the midnight stars, through the hills and misty creeks, rides Margie the Iron Queen, her whistle's haunting shriek. Baltimore and Ohio, she roams with heart of fire. A steel-bred engine warrior, she never would tire. She was built on blood and rivets, and tales of iron and smoke.
That's the
A
CSW.
legend of the railroads, a name that railroaders spoke. From Cumberland to the valleys, through coal dust and despair, Margie's the lifeline weaving dreams, a sliver in the air. Oh, Margie, the heart of steel, thundering down the lanes, through wind and rain and sleet and snow, guiding endless trains. Hold tight to her roaring heart, beneath the moonlit skies.
What's his name?
For Margie's song will
Hey, I'm gonna go do a phone call. I'll be back in a little bit.
Stars all die.
There's Margie.
In the towns where tracks
Hey, Kane, I wish I could stay on the stream for a little bit longer, but I'm gonna have to hop off because I need to get back to work.
With her
all
sturdy,
right.
mighty glare, she carried hopes
Alright, see you later, man. Take care.
and letters
You
to
too, man.
be read. In every turn she told the tales of souls now long since fled. Though the diesels took her glory, and the tracks began to rust, in the hearts of those who knew her, she never turned to dust. A lullaby in iron, a symphony of steam, Margie's legacy would wander like a slow and steady dream. Sometimes late at night, you'll hear her on the track, a ghostly train just passing by, never looking back. Baltimore to Ohio, forever she'll remain, in melodies of railroads, a whisper through the rain. Underneath the midnight stars, through the hills and misty creeks, rides Margie the Iron Queen, her whistle's haunting shriek. Baltimore and Ohio, she roams with heart of fire. A steel-bred engine warrior, she never would tire. She was built on blood and rivets, and tales of iron and smoke. A legend of the railroads, a name that railroaders spoke. From Cumberland to the valleys, through coal dust and despair, Margie's the lifeline weaving dreams, a sliver in the air. Oh, Margie, the heart of steel, thundering down the lanes, through and snow, guiding endless trains. Hold tight to her roaring heart beneath the moonlit skies, for Margie's song will carry on until the stars all die. In the towns where tracks would cross, the folks would come and stare at Margie steaming proudly with her sturdy, mighty glare. She carried hopes and whispers and letters to be read. In every turn she told the tales of souls now long since fled. Though the diesels took her glory and the tracks began to rust, in the hearts of those who knew her, she never turned to dust. A lullaby in iron, a symphony of steam, Margie's legacy would wander like a slow and steady dream. Sometimes late at night, you'll hear her on the track, a ghostly train just passing by, never looking back. Baltimore to Ohio, forever she'll remain in melodies of railroads, a whisper through the rain.
Just ignore the egg thing playing itself again, guys. I can't help that when this thing is ticking along. It's Marty's original thing.
Underneath the midnight stars, through the hills and misty creeks, rides Margie the Iron Queen, her whistle's haunting shriek. Baltimore and Ohio, she roams with heart of fire, a steel-bred engine warrior, she never would tire. She was built on blood and rivets and tales of iron and smoke, a legend of the railroads, a name that railroaders spoke. From Cumberland to the valleys, through coal dust and despair, Margie's the lifeline weaving dreams, a sliver in the air. Oh, Margie, the heart of steel, thundering down the lanes, through wind and rain and sleet and snow, guiding endless trains. Hold tight to her roaring heart beneath the moonlit skies.
I say I'm still here, guys, so I'm not going anywhere. Just gotta do something here, and I'll be fine. Ah, see, Mike Richardson's come in. Nice to see you. Getting started, this is a bit irritating, but like I said before, seems like my guys have left off, and it does seem Okay, oh, no more bowers popped in. Oh, looks like other guys are popping in now. Noble Bro, nice to see ya. Still hanging around, don't worry, lads. Just got a lot of stuff coming in. Just making sure everything's working fine. Ah, TFO Studios. I'll just put you in, Diago. Until then,
Hey, Glenn.
you in, Diago seem to keep me company since others aren't coming
Yeah.
back just yet.
Yeah. I've been well. Yeah, there was some bad blood with me and Margie, which I'd rather not talk about.
Look, I had no idea about it, honest to God. I've already known the truth about Train Boy 11, and I know I've seen the truth and it's getting worse. Don't know if you're aware of it, Diago.
Yeah. I've just been. And what really was sad for me when I found out about Brett.
Yes, I see.
Yeah. And for the 80th anniversary of Thomas and Friends, I just hope it's a good year for Thomas.
Well, I hope so, because high hopes, this is the milestone, it's what we've wanted. You know, but this happening, it just changes the game completely.
Yeah, like, Audrey may have written the books, but Brett brought Thomas to life by creating the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's Audrey who brought it to life in the books, but on the screen it was Brit, yes. For the CBS. Hope so. Oh, Noble Bro, if you want to pop in, I'll bring you up if you like.
Yeah.
And Mike Richardson, I hope it's going to be a promising year. I hope so, because after everything, yeah. Yeah, I'll put you in, Mike. Thanks for asking. I'll put you both in if you guys are intrigued. Okay, let's see what happens, because I'm not sure about it, but I'll put you guys in if you're interested.
I've just...
Noble Brow and Mike Richardson, nice to see you joining my stream for the first time. Welcome aboard.
You alright?
Yeah, all is well.
Nice one.
All is well. Just enjoying, what's good for January after everything that's been going down. You know, the loss of Brit Allcraft and the Thomas community was at an all-time low. It's been a very difficult couple of weeks. You know, we're still struggling to get through it.
Yeah.
Myself included.
The big thing with that was that I woke up about an hour after it was announced. It must have been around 6 o'clock in Britain. But my God, I had to double read it. I thought it was fake at first. I was like, nah. But it happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know Brit passed that, just after Christmas or whatever. All of us are still looking forward to the new year with high hopes, excited. And then all of a sudden we find out on January 6th or whatever it was And then I'm like, wait, that can't be. And I actually had confirmation from somebody else, this video on YouTube about it. Someone to do with something called the Liners channel, who was doing her own thing about the tugs and everything, with Ocean Liners doing it instead. And that's how I found out. And then I read everything, and then Wiki confirmed it, then on the X page, and then boom, there it was. I was gutted. I couldn't believe it. And I'm very surprised, actually, that it didn't make BBC News in the UK. Because
I was watching. I was keeping track of it because I thought surely they'd have shoved it on the BBC, but
or maybe the fact, or perhaps the fact it was, like I said, maybe they didn't want everybody to find out. Or maybe it would be too upsetting for the children to find out. I get it.
Sounds like a nasty thing to say what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna try to be nasty about it. I think they only didn't put it on because it was Thomas. From what I'm sure of, might be wrong. I watched on Milkshake as a kid, but it was an ITV show, so they wouldn't really want to, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, but still, I'm surprised it didn't make Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't make BBC headline news. Like when Audrey passed in 97 or 98, whatever it was, it did make the headlines. And I'm surprised Brit didn't get that too, because she was an icon. She idolized a lot of people and everything else, and person and everything. And I'm just, and then it wasn't long until, what was it, 2 days after or a day or so that passed, some of the railways on our heritage railways were starting to do Thomas memorials for it. And I was like, wow, that's bloody quick. Like,
yeah, it was. It really was.
I do feel like, I know, because Patel won't bother, they don't really give a toss, to be honest, pardon my French.
Yeah.
But truth be told, every railway, I don't care, they should do a day out with Thomas in dedication to Britt Croft, because that's what she would have wanted.
Yes, and
they should do this. They should do this as part of a double celebration for Reverend W. Audrey's railway series of 80 years,
and
but
David
also
Midden.
for Britt Croft in exclusive as well.
And David Midden.
If it wasn't for Audrey, we wouldn't have had Britt Croft, and we wouldn't have had the legendary series that we've known today. Still,
yeah.
When I first saw this, but when I first Brit passed, I was like, oh no, this better not be a joke like in 21.
The thing is, like, I'm supposed to be meeting Alec Baldwin anyway. Random thing to go on the tyrant on. I'm supposed to be meeting Alec Baldwin in May, and honestly, the day before it was announced she had passed, I just booked the tickets, and I thought, right, the only person I need on this now, because I have Mara on it, that's already, she signed it before. The only person I need is Brit or anyone else in the film, and then that launched the day after, and I was like, yeah, of course. Pain.
It was so sad to see Brit pass, and I thought that when I first saw this, I thought, because when it just happened, I thought, okay, this better not be a scam like what happened a few years ago, which I'd rather not talk about.
Indeed.
I just knew it was real because the bloke who did that documentary was the one who announced it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he announced it.
I see his name. Can't remember his name, but it
Cardi
was him.
Cinema?
Carty.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Don't really remember.
Like I said, I'm still shocked about it still to this day. Still, like I said, I didn't realize even now. I mean, it's sunk in now, but I'm still coming to grips with it still. Again, it's just, oof, it really has. It's even been difficult for me to watch any of the series now when I look back on it because it's just so painful.
I think I know what could save the Thomas and Friends franchise and fandom. That would be the long lost film, The Adventures of Thomas.
Dude, in any cases, again, Noble Brown and Mobert, it's nice to see you guys popping in on my streaming. Like I said,
yeah,
you're welcome.
But it's nice for you. It's nice to see some new faces coming and joining in to keep me company.
Yeah.
Like I said, some of my mates are off at the moment, but they'll come back. And then you guys popped in. I was like, oh, might as well see who these guys are. I was a bit curious.
I just saw you live, so I just thought, might as well. I've got nothing better to do.
Same.
Did you see what Tommy Trains made? The Adventures of Thomas, the adaptation.
I'm not sure, actually. To be quite honest,
Look, it's this. Tommy Trains is making the this.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cute.
Hang on, where's the?
God, I am coughing. Give me a minute. I'm going to go on mute. I'm absolutely coughing my guts.
I
over
really
here.
It's
wish
all right.
like
Get some lemons. You need to get some lemon sip or whatever it is, to clear your throat out. Because obviously there's a bad cold flying around here in the UK. It's getting worse.
I really wish
Scary.
the Adventures of Thomas movie was made. I really think it would have been a great film.
I think it would have been. I know. Well, there's been rumors that Warner Bros. might have give it a shot. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Like
Or at least that's
I have a feeling that the Adventures of Thomas, I would really love to see like Thomas's first it would have been Thomas's first ever live action film, and I would have
Oh, it would have. Yeah, it would have been. Regardless, it would have been.
Would it?
I think it would. Yeah, it would have a CG
Come on,
face.
come on, not count.
It would have, and I know what would have happened. You would have had a young Reverend W. Audrey. It would have happened during wartime, basically, and it would follow the Railway series. And it would. I think it would basically show how Thomas would have first started and how he and Audrey would have met. This is kind of like my
Here's the
theory of
question,
it.
though. Does Tatmar count as live action? When you
Okay,
think about it.
did you see this video Derek Smith said the Thomas and Friends movie that almost happened?
I didn't see that.
Look, hold on. Look. It's this.
Oh,
The tank engine. Everyone knows what Thomas is, with the brand so ingrained in pop culture.
Which is
No
this
matter
copyright
what-
strike.
Oh
I
no.
get it. No, that shit.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
There
that
we go.
one.
Movie set during World War
Yes,
II.
that's the one I was talking to you about.
We all I remember that as a band.
Behind the movie,
And it never
a
happened.
failed film division
God
by
damn.
Thomas's parent company at the time, Hit
This would have
Entertainment.
happened during wartime period. Obviously, that's where it would have been.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay,
music
we
we missed.
don't want to hear too much about it. We got it.
In the 1980s,
Here's something.
a series of
Here's something that's really been really good lately. And now here's what I'm going to do now with my
a television
train share thing. And you guys might like this, but lately one of my other friends who brought the when Thomas first started, a lot of people were thinking what would have been like in the early years, and I think a lot of us have lately been going further back, like back to the very very early years when it all started. I'm going way back to 1945 when Audrey was taking control in the books.
Okay, this is where the
All right. We don't want to get. We've already seen this, man. Honestly, sorry,
You've seen it?
Diablo. I'm trying to keep Rick, Mike, and Noble Brow in check with this, with what I've got here.
okay.
Yeah.
Here's like what I said. Now, I'm positive I'm going to slip back and forth here. This is going to be a bit of a pain in the rear. Okay, I'll just drop this down, and here we go. Here's all my trains, by the way. I'm at Tidmouth, in case you're wondering where I'm at.
I haven't actually got trains. I've got Train Sim World, which is decent on the Xbox, but that's about it.
Thomas
My
is
son is
coming.
Roblox.
And Roblox, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Roblox.
I love it.
Oh, hang on. My train's just playing
I
up
was
now.
watching a Roblox Thomas movie, which we don't talk about because it was awful.
It was
Oh,
terrible.
hang on. Are you referring to? Hang on, my
Go
train's
on.
acting. Are you talking about? Oh God, I'm trying to remember it now, but I know which one you're referring to.
Who made it? And then I'll see if you're right.
Yeah.
know who you're referring to, but I'm trying to nail it now because this is where I get a little memory loss.
Right, let's go. Can he nail it? Audience who are watching here, let's see.
Let's place bets.
Well, we
Let's
don't
place
bet. So if this is what happens with my train thing, it does do this a lot. So this is
Oh.
going to be a bit of a.
Yeah. You mean it crashes?
I hate it when that happens.
I just can't
Same
wait for
here.
that Thomas to Train Sim World. I'm absolutely buzzing.
I've had some problems with trains too.
Hang on, let me just retry that again. I'm
Mm.
sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
But if you want, do you want the answer for what film I was in? Or...
I think it's either Thomas's Heartbreak or is it the one
Yeah.
by? Oh, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I was in it.
Okay, all right. The guy in question and I still be friends. Still, it's at least the movie isn't as bad as
It's a
guy-
bad film, but he is a friend of mine, so I'm not going to say he's a
He's a guy-
nice guy.
He's a guy who's been making the Thomas Sonic series, which is just as good. But let
Yeah.
me tell you, it does bring me back a bit like, oh, it's okay, it stands up. At least it's not as bad as that guy, quote unquote. He made 3 shitty versions of Alfred. Now,
Oh
we're not
no
gonna go-
no no no!
No.
Oh dear.
Yes, Mike. I think you know exactly what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah,
He's very scary.
about that. I think I'm in his next movie.
Dude.
Same.
The only
Can't
thing
even
that's
joke
good about
about
it in the third movie is Sonic the movie and actually was as Thomas.
God. Like I said, I was going to be in Alfred 3, but the thing was, I dropped out of it because I read the script. On paper, it looked really good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've rewatched it a few times. There's some good moments. It has its moments, but overall, it was just a rip-off of Spider-Man 3 and everything else you would see. But it was a not a bad attempt. I mean, it still had, Alfred's sister, Hazel, one of the best OCs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And her actress came back recently and was happy to know that everyone still remembers who she was and everything else. So that was a good positive thing. But at the same time, if it had been focused on something else, because it was really off plot and it just went from one thing to another. But I don't know, man. I mean, don't get me wrong.
The effects were really good in it. Like, for what they were decent.
They were just decent. Like, I don't look at it as a shitty movie. I don't look at it as a this or that. It's just what it was. And at the time, the Thomas fandom at that point was going for a rough patch. Like, the worst time we ever endured during that bloody pandemic. Every crisis that happened and members that were going through drama, and I was unfortunately caught right in the middle of it.
Yeah, was I at the time, to be fair.
Yeah, I was in the middle of it as well, but everybody was hurting each other. Everyone was backstabbing everybody else. It was really rough. It was disgusting.
Everyone actually.
God.
The thing is, but since coming out of it, the fandom has improved much better, but it just hasn't been quite the same as it would have been, as we'd liked it to be. And but there are some who've made tremendous comebacks, and I've seen nothing but improvement.
I've retired.
Like, I like during 2020, I didn't even join the Thomas fandom until 2021.
That was at the peak of when all the BS was going around. Ugh, it was terrible. Utterly terrible.
I was around then as well, but I changed my name and nicked off.
Yeah.
2022 and 2023, end of 2022, it was rough. Same with end of 2023. That's when a lot of people...
All right, let's try that again. I've got the game playing again. Let's see if this works out. Let me try this again now.
Yeah.
I'm
Does
going
anyone else
to
take Liverpool for the Comic-Con? Is no one bothering?
Speaking of which, I've been to Liverpool a couple of times. I've been I've been at the wrestling events, and I've been dressing up as Undertaker for the past 18 years, who I actually met. And I was there a few times. It's really good, Liverpool. It's a nice place to be, especially when you're near the harbour, near the dockyard and everything else, close to Cunard headquarters, and right to that museum. It has the Titanic stuff and everything else.
Right next to the Cavern Club as well, which is a fucking it's a nice pub. I won't even deny the Cavern Club is not a nice place to go. When it's not busy, it's class.
My uncle works there, actually.
It's good to be there.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, the train journey to get there is worth it. Like, I've been a few times. I love it there.
Yeah,
it's quite
I've
peaceful where I
got a
was.
train service there. I think I'm supposed to be in Liverpool. I'm not bothered about sharing where I'm going to be, so if anyone wants to come kill me on the chat, I'll let you know where I am.
Yeah, I would. Jesus Christ, we won't go that far, mate.
No, that's too scary.
We wouldn't do that.
I get into Liverpool on the 2nd, and then I nick off back home, back to Newcastle on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's try that again, shall we? All right. Right, let's try this again.
I wonder if I still have my old profile picture in here.
Oh, not again. Come on, Tipmuth.
Do as well.
Tipmuth to Edwards Branch, or whatever it was called. It's the 06 round. I think I know what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is if I do it like this. So let me try that again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all right.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, but anyway, it's been like, I know the Adventures of Thomas movie, it would have saved the fandom and franchise, wouldn't it?
Possibly, or it could have gone horribly wrong. I mean, just look at what happened with X-Men Origins. That was terrible. It could have gone that direction.
For everybody saying it's on whether how the movie would have gone until now, because we got the script of the movie.
research, I was fortunate.
When did that come
Wow.
One of the film's writers, Josh Klausner.
All
One of
right,
the
so
writers-
it's come out then, so that's a thing.
Pre-production stages. Before getting
By the
into
way,
it,
Mike, your profile picture's
There's the
brilliant.
script.
I like yours too.
Thank you.
Have any of you guys ever heard of a movie called The Red Panda Express?
Yes.
Further ado,
It sounds
Hear
exactly
it
as it
for the
is.
very first time. The Adventures of Thomas.
The movie starts with a little boy named Johnny and his father escaping London during the Blitz.
Okay, we can hear it now. We can hear this.
Home next to a station
It's
where
all
trains
great.
go by. During the move, Johnny discovers drawings done by his father. These drawings would be
Can't
of
lie.
trains with
Sorry
faces
to
on
track.
them.
I might nick off and see Scotsman
One
tomorrow, I think.
Johnny can't sleep and decides to head down to the station.
Yeah.
Where
Honestly,
he
I've.
meets Edward, who has
Yeah,
a
Mike, you know where
sign
Shildon is?
which Johnny gets
Yeah.
out.
I
To
swear
say
to
thank
God,
you,
Scotsman
Edward
is like
takes
one
Johnny
bus ride away
on
from
a
me.
roller coaster ride.
Oh wow,
Other
my
Yes.
son
trains,
loves
games,
that.
and
I can literally get on the bus now and go see
arrive
Scotsman.
on the
It's kind of
island
weird.
Sodor,
We should meet
which
up
in the
actually.
movie is a
Yeah.
separate fantasy
Yeah.
train.
Brilliant. I'm trying to recognise some familiar voices here. I
Johnny
know
was
there's a few
often
here.
at seen or mentioned.
Just trying to remember.
The
Gain
theme would have been
nostalgia.
portrayed as realistic
That's their
locomotives with
engine
freelance
designs,
elements.
but
Instead of the standard gray faces
They
seen
were
in
all
the
bigger
television
than it. They
series,
boasted
they would have
about
been
it.
redesigned to morph on the engine's smoke box doors and grills to make them more cool for the teen and adult audience. Edward takes Johnny to Timoth Sheds, where they meet James, Percy, and Emily. along
Oh,
with
so the band's already there.
including a small
Okay, so this is not during wartime. This is during the modern day time.
engine
on Sodor,
named Puffin Billy.
Sounds like
In
it.
the corner of the sheds lies Thomas,
Let's see how much I've
who
got in
had
the
been
bank.
sitting around
I'm gonna go to
disused.
Stilton
Quote,
tomorrow.
his coal unlit because he wasn't useful. Johnny lights up his fire, and Thomas returns to life. He mistakes Johnny for
To
his
life?
father.
Oh.
The travel with him.
Oh.
No. Throughout the film, Johnny travels back and forth between Sodor and the
I
real
think I
world,
know where he's
telling
getting
his
at.
father about his adventures. His father doesn't believe him until he reunites with Thomas at the tail end of
I
the
haven't got that
movie,
much money
realizing
that
that his
into
childhood memories were real. On the other side of the island lies an industrial, grimy train city where all of the Diesels live. Led by a new character named
Oh, this
Spoke,
is modern day.
quote, the biggest and blackest diesel of all.
It's like
They
Transformers.
plot an ambush to take over Sodor and
Yeah,
smelt all
it
the
might
steam
it
engines.
might be right.
Okay,
Yeah.
real quick. Remember how I mentioned World War II? Well, my friends, it's not just the setting in the human world. It's also an allegory for the steam versus diesel conflict.
Yep, and where we've seen that before.
Soon enough, the diesels start taking over the island by derailing the steam engines and
I
shutting
see where this is
down
going.
the Sodor Mountains. With the steam engines rendered useless, it's up to Thomas and Johnny to stop the diesel takeover. They journey across various parts of the
Johnny.
island, where they meet more new characters, including a steam rotary snowplow named Bertha, who's, quote, a cross between a mountain woman and a female trucker. 4
Ah.
military boats, 2 of which are a husband and wife duo, and 3 French mine carts that start a resistance against the diesels using underground tunnels.
Here we are.
The final climax would have involved a relay race across Sodor against the steam engines and diesels. Gordon, who disappeared during the takeover, returns and helps save the day. The movie ends with a final shot of Thomas, Johnny, and his father riding off into the sunset.
if that movie happened,
And that was the
Well,
event
if it had happened.
a very
It would have been
interesting
revolutionary.
way of adapting the Thomas
Oh yeah,
franchise.
sounds very revolutionary. It sounds like timeline after timeline combined to one big thing.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I never thought this is controversial. I don't know. I'll say it. I never thought Thomas worked in movie format ever.
Neither
Like,
did I, to be honest, but
there's
this works, I
like
think.
some really good movies out there, Thomas. I think it's
Yeah,
always
I'm looking at that
better
going on.
Yeah.
So it's like the shorter format. It
But
is
the-
good. Don't get me wrong. I love Thomas, but it's just greater in the. It's great in the shorter sort of format. I think that works with it.
4 minutes and 30 seconds is cool enough.
but
Yeah,
the movie,
literally.
but the one thing about the engines that confuses me is their faces. Like,
Very strange.
That's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Would
It
be,
does-
yeah.
it doesn't look that bad, like having them have embedded faces. I prefer the gray faces, but that would be better. But nothing about the RWS bases. Those are absolutely beautiful.
I've just got leg cramp. Ooh, that is.
I'm not
fun.
so sure, to be honest. They're okay, decent, but the final product would have to be very unique. Regarding the amount of cash they'd have to use to get the CGI to look realistic enough. I mean, look at what they did in X-Men Days of Future Past when they had to make all the Sentinels and special effects. That was like what, what's the word? Like
That was
Terminator
10 years ago,
Transformer
at least.
the budget reasons, you know?
Yeah,
Days of Future Past wasn't too bad though. It was just alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched that in ages. I've watched God, that literally was 10 years ago. It came out like 2014, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I remember
There
it.
is, yeah.
Everybody was talking about it. You know, everybody was talking about it. We didn't know what it would look like. I thought it was going to go way back in 1945, like just at the end of, you know, the hostilities that we were enduring, because it would have fit the timeline perfectly.
for the
Yeah, I
Adventures
agree.
of Thomas.
A bit further back, but
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, but the one thing about the wheels on Thomas, like his wheels are black and not blue. And
Yeah,
his-
look, that looks definitely like you would see in the 40s back then. It looks decent enough.
yeah, but his number one didn't look like that on the poster. Look. Let me try to find it.
I know it did because it was an early thing at the time.
Early sketch.
It looked something like that.
That was the idea, but I think this one, the movie that we see, looks a lot more better because obviously it was doing to tease the crowd, you know, tease the audience to get the attention. And then the final product would have looked a lot more different. That's how you get the audiences into it.
Yeah, like, and I really would have loved to see. I wouldn't mind if Timothy made a cameo.
It would have done, yeah. That Audrey would have made a nice cameo for sure.
Yeah,
I
like,
agree.
but the idea for Smoke, I do not know, like, what, like, I'm, like, and speaking of the Adventures of Thomas, I also, made this with my favorite Disney, like, I made this, but it's with my crossover characters.
Oh god, that's a bit alright. I can see what you're doing there, mate, but oh man, some of the crossover posters I've been seeing lately, I don't think they just don't have the same magic as they would have done.
I just don't think crossovers work with Thomas. I mean, maybe like Postman Pat would be an alright one. Or something just like, you know, like cinema theme.
Maybe
Oh,
Brum.
That's
Yeah.
how Percy and Thomas get the mail train from Postman Pat.
Pat. There you go.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I
Makes
By the way,
sense.
Mike, where did you get your
Yeah.
profile picture from? That is funny.
And,
got it from a friend of mine called
course, and
Drago.
Drago.
Yeah, that's right. And in reality, who would Thomas have a race with? Herbie, 53.
Hold
The
up.
crossover many of us still was.
Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you know Drago from?
I knew him in school. I used to teach
Oh.
him.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I
I've
said,
heard of him,
Herbie would have been good as a race to replace the real Bertie.
I haven't heard of
Yeah.
Drago in ages. I heard he just.
Everyone goes crazy about that. Thomas
really?
and Herbie, the race car, the crossover, everyone still goes crazy about.
Jeez.
Imagine how that would have been.
Wow.
Talking, a car that can talk, and yet we know what he's saying, even though he doesn't speak any English. He just makes car sounds. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah,
Oh.
what I really would love to see in like I don't know if this would work, but my dad keeps teasing me with the Chuggington song.
I hate Chuggington.
Oh my god.
He always sings the Chuggington song, my dad, just to annoy me, and I do not like it at all.
Oh dear.
Glenn, I don't know, but do you think Chuggington's like not right at all? Like,
I mean, for what it was alright. I mean, it was just a kids program, but
Yeah, my son enjoyed it. I didn't.
yeah, I
I
didn't
thought it was
enjoy it.
weird.
No, of course I didn't. But
Yeah.
other kids did, and it was fine. You know what I mean? Well, it lasted
Yeah.
ages, so it must have been some
I
kids.
know.
I remember the last day of school, Drago played that song in school, and we just burst out laughing, but I thought it was very annoying at the same time, so I hid that laughter behind my annoyance. So
God, what happened to that guy?
yeah, but
I
Chuggington.
really have no idea.
Who's guy? What guy? What guy? What are you guys talking about, though? I
we're
missed.
Do you
I'm
remember
just
Mr.
telling you,
Drago, man? He disappeared apparently.
like, I'm
Yeah.
Holy
just
shit, Mr. Girard, hang on. Mr. Dragon Deep. I'm starting to get a very murky flashback. Mr. Durango, oh,
He had the beef with
Yeah.
Boscher.
but I was just saying,
think.
Glenn, I don't know if you heard, but my dad
went
likes to
boxing.
tease me with the
Oh, yeah, he
Chuggington
did that
song.
as well.
I'm trying to remember now. I'm getting vague flashbacks. Mr. Durango. Who is he? Yeah, I'm losing flashbacks here, man. What the hell?
Oh god, not any. Was he a? Let me guess. He brought drama.
But he had drama with Boscher. I remember that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit,
Same.
damn it. Look, Durango Man was his own. Oh yeah, now I think I'm gonna get now. I know Boscher was bad enough. Look, I know he is, but I know he's back and everything. I'm never going back with him. I said this before, and I know I'm gonna get a bit fired up. But it's a good job I left him silently during that whole bullcrap before my own ordeal was about to begin, because I knew where he was going. And I
Yeah.
knew this guy's not normal, everybody
Yeah.
else is just tweaking, and then that's when I knew the fandom was falling apart and the whole racial
It was
BS that
dominant.
happened. It was really mad. And I still I'm not lying, I have actually had a couple of traumatizations when I've seen what he looks like, especially when he was yelling. I'm thinking to myself, is he acting, or is he act this way every 24/7? Or was this guy just a legit verbal threat to his own existence, to the whole fandom, that most
Yeah.
people just love to piss about and just, see them hurt and them reacting and to get them what they want? And I know this is going to sound like a knife through butter, and, this is going to sound like a very horrible ordeal, but a lot of people were comparing me to him as if we were one and the same. And
Oh
everybody,
my god.
no joke, everybody asked me, and I've asked them this at the time before I stopped using X, Twitter, which is not as good as it used to be. And I asked
Yeah.
people on my here, and back then, this is back in 2020, 21, I kept asking them, and everybody had the exact same question, even though, then this is the thing, everybody has asked me this, and they said this very passionately, you're nothing like him, like Kane Fan or Glenn, whatever you want to be called. They kept saying, you're nothing like Boscher at all. You're a much better person. You may have your own kind of flaws, but they're nowhere as ridiculous as this guy. You're nothing like this. You don't have any outbursts. I mean, you have your moments, but they're not like this, where he's continuously shouting, where he's just showing nothing but pure anger. Whereas with me, I have control over mine, and I just show expression of
To be fair,
how I feel and
I heard
everything.
Boscher's changed. To be fair, I heard he's not even like the person he used to be. He's
Yeah.
totally wiped out on that apparently.
Look, I know he's changed, but I'm not going to bite for a second, because how would I ever trust him? Because I never wanted to go back to him. Every time I have Hazel uploaded, everybody went crazy, and they was like, "Oh God, hey, I remember Hazel. He's that guy who." And then it just went from there, And I've been treating Hazel's character much better after what he did to her own OC, with the whole thing sort of very rude and nasty.
Yeah.
I thought Boscher was gone. Look, I know I don't talk about that son of a bitch anymore, pardon my French, but legit, I'm just glad I left him, and I did the right thing. I did. I silently left him away, and just because I left didn't mean I kept a close eye on him. I saw all the videos, and I will admit he did say, the N word and everything, but because he was forced, he actually allowed the haters that he was getting to say it, and he fell for their trap. And so I can definitely tell he's not like, as you'd think he would say, but he did it because of those people who were forcing him. Yeah. And like I said, he gave in to them. He gave the haters what they wanted. And this was something I nearly went down with. But thankfully for me, I didn't, I almost went that direction, but I knew what they wanted to do, because I've had other people who would back code on me and do all kinds of things by using, they would bring up my own passive problems, which I'm not anymore, because I've been going through 5 years of hell. And I've only just recently come out a better person after surviving a lot of ordeals. I know, I'm just saying, I know I don't always talk about as much.
I've had drama this year when I lost my DeviantArt account.
Oh God, look, man, you can always start all over again, make a better variation. But the thing is with me, oh God, it was really bad. I won't go into details much, but a lot of people compared me to Boscher as part of the drama to try and piss me off, and I just didn't buy into it. Everyone still asks me to this day, and they get me the same answer. I'm nothing like him, and all that just stopped because a lot of people just gave up on it and they thought it's not worth it or whatever. Something went down. I don't know what it was, but like I said, people try to get my attention the wrong way, and I just see it in the chats and do this, and I just don't bother. And all my guys will do the thing for me to tell me this is not right, it's even whatever, and I would just be said from one thing to another, and I know, and it does bother me a little bit, but not as much. But I'm just thinking the audacity to compare me to Bosher. I mean, there was somebody I knew who I'm trying to make peace with said I was the new Bosher of the Thomas fan.
When you're nothing like Bosher.
I know, some people said I was the new one to try and rub it in my face after that video that was edited out to make it look like I was going to commit you know what, but I wasn't. And I've defended myself for this many times. That was when I had a breaking point in November of 2020 when I just couldn't cope with the negativity anymore. And I was upset about it. I made it look like I was going to do something on camera, but I was basically eating my dinner. It was just cut out to make it look like I was going to do something stupid. People thought I was going down the wrong direction. I just had a breakdown and I was depressed.
Okay.
I was just fed up about what 2020 had done, and I was stuck in the middle of being good and bad, and people just cruelly misunderstand me as a person. I'm not bad. I'm nothing like Bosher at all. I still say to this day, and like I said, when you see me reacting, you will see like the expression on my face is clear as daylight. When I'm actually crying, I'm actually crying. When I'm actually having a moment, it's true. But when I'm yelling, I'm just yelling in frustration, but keeping myself in check. Not of pure hatred, not of pure, tyranny and everything else. People misunderstand my moments as something completely different. And I can't always help that. But I'm much more better, more improved. Again, Mike and Neville Bro, I'm sorry to bring it all up, but it's just like I said.
You're fine.
It's all right. It's all right.
Just trying. I'm telling you, Mike. I can tell your voice rings a familiarity. It sounds like someone I've heard who I used to voice with. It sounds
Really?
It sounds very familiar. It reminds me of someone who voiced in Thomas NWO Origins with me.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm the voice of Eagle in Thomas Wine Henry Free's series, and people still remember me because I'm talking in my actual voice normally.
Oh.
Yeah, that was when I got my big break in the fandom. Besides doing Timothy and everything else, I did Eagle, the Red Engine.
I'm supposed to be getting another role in a film.
Yeah, I'm like,
weirdly enough.
I really don't like when people are calling you like, especially in this video, Ken Fan is the next boss for studio. It makes me mad.
Oh, it does. There's some horrible videos that aren't like true. People have took my stuff.
And they took this guy, Tim Sims, showed you, clipped you. Like, it made me mad. It was in Brandon's stream. I'd rather not talk about.
No, I know him because the fact is I've had to defend myself. Everything's there, and like I said, I've had to deal with a lot of people. There was even one guy, and I'll just say his name once, and that's it. I'll just call him by his short name instead. PS7 was one of the guys who nearly came that close to ruining me. He was once a friend of mine who loved DC and Marvel comics, and we would talk about, but he was a loudmouther, and he was a bit of a nasty politics side, apparently, because he would pick on people who were transgender with political hatred. And after that, he ruined my 311 film a few times. He was doing reviews, and I remember this. He would just say a lot of horrible stuff to my fans because he would steal my streams, record everybody live, and then he would talk a lot of shit, like horrible shit that you guys would be puking up about. And it's
What a
just
stalker!
He was. It wasn't just stalking me. He was trying to make me commit you know what a few times. And I've told him. I popped in at one point to try and reason with him. He was pissed. He was like, pardon my French, he was like Adolf Hitler pissed.
You should have when they should just listen to what you have to say before jumping.
And that's
to
the problem,
conclusions.
Diego. No one gave me a chance to listen to me, and people would shut me up. They would call me other sorts of racial things because obviously I wasn't a supporter of the movement. That's pretty bad. But I've explained why I'm the way I am. It's because of my upbringing and how I was. Because I may have Asperger's syndrome and I may be autistic, yes. I'm not excusing the way how I think and believe in. But my upbringing was different. It's just horrible. Like, I know I've had it because I know what discrimination's like. Not because I'm white, it's because I'm autistic, and I suffered a racial abuse for that because I'm not because of my skin color, it's because of my disability. That's how I got exposed to the whole thing back in high school, and why I'm the way I am today, when people just use it just to mock us. And I've had it done a few times lately, and it doesn't bother me. And I always say like, I'm not I'm not worthy picking on, mate. You shouldn't say that things to me. It doesn't bother me, but the thing is, go and pick on somewhere where it does matter. So don't bother me. Like, and I'll be as cool as I can. But if I'm in a bad mood, if someone says that to me at a bad time, then it's something will happen. But it's something I always say: don't make me do something I regret, because I am a very regretful, remorseful human being. But I won't. But that's the thing. It's really upsetting to see how people have become. I'm pretty sure you, Mike, and Noble Brown can relate to what I'm getting at, because obviously it's something
Yeah.
that buggers a lot. It's something that buggers a lot of us. Even in the Thomas fandom, there are some people who have gone down that path before and they've never come back. There are some who basically come back even better. Some regret their decision. Some talk it out and explain. I'm one of those guys who came back, and I was just had to take a step back from this toxic community. It was so horrible, you know. And
Yeah,
looking
around
back
that
on it,
time it was horrendous.
it
Like-
was. Looking back on it now, I don't know if it was actually worth going through, or should I've handled it a lot better. Look, hindsight is 2020. I'll say my ordeal, I should have gone about it a lot better, and I should have been less retaliated. I will say I had my own flaws, but it's a lesson I've been learning, and I haven't gone back that way since. There are just some who won't let go. Some have, but some are unsure of trusting me again. Some think I'm unchangeable, which is a very big slap in the face. But the exact same thing is, I'm still KaneFan 701. I'm still Glenn. I'm still here and alive.
The
I'm
creator
still
of the Ghost
still
Train
breathing.
series.
I've come back through. I've come back through as a better person, and some people have apologized. Some came back to my life because they wanted a chance, and I accepted. Some have made peace because they wanted to, and I've been willing to forgive and forget. And
Yeah, like same thing when my drama in 22 and in between 22 and 23, where I was like, bro, one of my good friends turned my backstabbed me and told a bunch of lies about me because
I know some people take it out of context. Like I said, I've been used and abused. And what's really upsetting about it is that, like I said, I've been framed for something I never did. And I won't talk about that here because obviously that's going to stir up some real bad BS. But the fact is, it was sorted, and it did leave a massive stain on my life. Good thing is, though, I've overcome it. Just that, there's just some people who just love to see people go down the wrong direction because they think it's thrilling and entertaining. And that's just horrible. I mean, why would someone in their right mind want to do that? And I mean, there's others who just can't handle it. To me, I just have a lot of sympathy for a lot of people who are treated and cruelly misunderstood, and they never get to hear their side of things. And that's another thing that people have today. I mean, say if you guys told your side of things, they'll just shut you down because they don't want to hear it because they think they know when they don't. It's just, and that's the thing with the Thomas fandom. You see people who do these wonderful things that they do to try and tell real stories, or even try and share the creative content. And some of them will just throw it right back and just, treat it like it's miserable, like it doesn't even exist. And believe me, guys, I've seen some pretty bad content that just doesn't meet in today's standard, which is just, utterly disgusting. I mean, look at the Trains fandom. There's one bloke I know in DeviantArt who has got some good talent, but at the same time, he makes absolute cringy OCs that just makes you want to get a sick bag and just vomit in it. And I've seen some of the worst ever. Whew. Not saying it's something to regret, but it's just it's just one of the things that is just utterly disgusting to see. And believe me, I have seen far worse. It just makes me wonder what in their right state of mind would do that. In any cases, guys, I think I'm done with the chit-chatting. I can let you guys chit-chat now. In Mike and Noble Brown, you can unmute yourselves if you like. I know you guys.
No,
It's fine. It's fine.
Like I said, I wasn't trying to go off too much there, but that's just me. And like I said, so what are your thoughts, Mike and Noble Brow?
Thoughts on what?
Thoughts on what I was just getting at,
What, that everyone in the fandom's nuts?
Yeah, when it went nuts and how we are today, and it's like not been the same, but then you just get those certain people who just become real stupid idiots. Like I brought up one bloke who just wouldn't leave me alone. He got his comeuppance in the end, but it wasn't done by me because I knew somebody else would take care of it.
I don't know. Things happen, that's just how life is. I don't know.
It gets scary.
Bad enough, there's a lot of them. What's funny, what's even more sickening is some of the people who are younger than us, like far back, who do such stupid stuff on their own type, and I don't want to get into that. That's become a big, big, big problem. Sometimes I wonder whether these are real Thomas fans, and then you get other people who think they're fans only to use it, and then they show their true identity afterwards, and that's something that really scares me a lot. And I've been there before. I've seen people who try and befriend you, and then they show their true intentions and they hurt you deep down. And I've been a victim of that many, many times. And that's quite upsetting to know. I mean, it's like the new generation don't understand it more than we do. Like I'm not trying to bring the terrible redub that we had, the reboot that ruined basically the TV franchise. That's kind of like how screwed up the fandom is. I can understand why All Engines Go is aimed at the modern generation, but to us in the fandom, that's something we don't accept. It's not canon.
Pretty much the entire franchise.
Sorry, I'm just reading in the chat there. That's a really good question. Sorry to completely change the subject there, but what do I think is going to happen in the 80th? I think they'll probably release a pilot. Let's face it, they've been working on it.
I agree.
Probably do some merchandise. I don't think there'll be much. It'll be the pilot and some merchandise and maybe a special if we're lucky.
Do a eulogy for Britt Allcroft.
And that as well.
Yeah.
And then,
Tommy Trains. Oh, I know who he is. He's one of my mates. Yeah. I feel like the 80th anniversary will happen, but do you know what I think? I'll be surprised if they can come up with something. Let's changing. I wouldn't not say change the subject, but let's turn the tone up a little bit for something more positive than going down a negative branch line, should we say? No pun intended. Let's try and aim for something positive. I think the 80th anniversary is going to change completely now, and I do feel like we're going to learn more than we've ever have done. I feel that the Railway series should be re-released, start all over again. If they're going to reboot Thomas, go all the way back again. Don't do like it was in the original series. Let's tell the story from a Railway series perspective because it's more real. We can relate to it and make it more relatable in our current time schedule and to know of our history to relearn it. I'd say go all the way back to when it first started. Do Audrey's original material. Go back to 1945 when it all started. You don't have to go far back when Thomas first came in 1915. That can be used for a flashback. We can start off right where the war is ending, and then you can have like a young Audrey drawing his stories. Like if it was to be about him, do it like a TV series. Call it the Audrey series, and then you tell the originals from the books, and then you make like like you see on Netflix or on TVS. Do it that way. That's what I'd like to see them do, and use some similar techniques that Britt Allcroft had done. And I'd say make a brand new TV series that's basically there. I think that's the way it should be, and I think Britt Allcroft should have it dedicated to her as well, for both Audrey and Allcroft. A double celebration, because if they were alive today, it's what they would have wanted, because the books have reached their milestone. I mean, go back to the 70th anniversary that we did 10 years ago. That was, I think a lot of you guys can agree, for you watching, and you can recall this, that was basically the best anniversary in Thomas that we had at the time. When it was 2015, it was a milestone. And I remember it was a great time to be alive. Some people say that was the peak of the fandom before it started going downhill in 2017, when that's where it kind of like, snowboard downhill. And that's what a lot of those will tell you. Okay, D6, nice to see you back.
Hey, I just came back from enjoying the snow a little bit more. It's gotten way more thicker. It's snowing it's snowing much worse. They canceled school tomorrow as well. Dad's stuck on the highway with all the ice, so I'm hoping he gets home soon enough.
Well,
he's gonna go to my sister now.
Well, apparently my train thing was playing up a little bit there, so I couldn't play on it. It was having some issues. Seems like Margie won't be able to make it because I'll have to end this call very soon. But at the same time, it was very, very, very tricky. It was difficult. I think the anniversary should bring Thomas. Yeah,
they should bring the old show back.
They should rerun the whole thing as a whole. Rerun the series as a marathon so that people can either go and watch it. They can see it. They should do everything.
Take off Nia and Rebecca and bring back Henry and Edward.
Yeah, they could bring them all together like a big, massive family.
Or just bring,
Another thing is, I am going to bring Thomas back in his J50 form, and that's how he first looks. That's another thing. The J50 Thomas that people have been barging on over a couple of years now. That should be how he should be, because that's how Audrey first made him as. You guys can unmute if you like. It's all right. No problem.
Oh, no, I'm coughing my guts out.
I just went to the toilet.
Oh, Toby Trains is popping in.
I know, he's popping in. I've been meaning to have him popping in for some time.
Jiggling my ball.
Okay. Oh.
But yeah, I got a whole bunch of more pictures, especially of my new wooden snowplow kit deep in the snow.
There we are, Tommy Trains, my old mate. How's
Tommy Trains, it's good to see you.
Yo, what's up, my boy?
I'm bored.
I hear you're making the Adventures of Thomas adaptation.
Yes, indeed. I'm adapting the Joss Klossner's original draft of the script, but I'm actually going to make it a bit better for the 80th anniversary and for Britt Allcroft.
And
that's
David
my promise
Benny
film.
And Audrey himself.
Yes, indeed. Everyone involved who were involved in the Thomas the Tank Engine crew, even the actors, Michael Angelis, Peter Fonda, George Carlin, everyone who passed away, all dedication to them.
Yes, so I like how the engines have their normal gray faces instead of their mechanical embedded faces.
I kind of actually made a custom mechanical face.
It would have looked cursed.
Yeah, I mean pretty much the engines and even the tone of Sodor is actually a feeling of a steampunk / diesel punk styled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But will Sir Topham Hatt be in this film or no?
So what?
Will Sir Topham Hatt be in the adaptation or no?
He's going to have a cameo appearance, pretty much in a flashback.
In this version of the movie, there are humans on Sodor, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to make a flashback because I've been reading most of the comments and even people's journals and thoughts on DeviantArt. I felt so bad, so I'm going to make the movie that includes the humans in a flashback form, and more than likely, the film's going to take place, like what the original draft was, but also making some changes to it to make it a bit better.
Oh. In any case, is 836. I've still got the song I did using Suno.com. I think it's really good. Like I said,
yeah, I heard it. I was listening to it while I was outside.
Hopefully, if Margie pops in at some point, she can. Maybe I have to do it another time because I will come back streaming soon.
Yeah, there had to be some different.
Even though
I think maybe she's free during the weekend or Friday or wherever it is, depending where she's at.
Yeah, but even though we cut ties, I don't want her to yell at me.
Look, look, Diango, if she popped in or whatever, 836 is right there, and I'll just, keep my distance because I don't want to get involved with conflict. Okay, not on my streams. It's not allowed.
No, dude, I don't have any issues with Dingo. I don't even know him, bro. We're good.
But,
What?
oh, it's just that's something I'm not aware of. Like just saying. But in any case, like I said, I've had to deal with a lot of stuff. Tommy tries. I know you noticed on my DA I've done really, really well, but I'm still, coping with Brit's passing. I do remember mourning a few times. I'm still am even when I'm playing on these trains. I try not to hold, not to shed a tear because it's so hard to watch and read all over again with it. It just feels like we lost a family member. That's how bad it felt.
Yeah. As much for the controversy with Brit back in 2020, of course, the whole Magic Railroad, or even what she did during her sue. But I actually recall I did remember in her Facebook account, she did actually said her condolence and she was appreciated.
I still love the movie. I don't care what the critics thought about it. I loved it for what it was. It was revolutionary.
I generally ended up watching Magic Railroad on New Year. And I can't lie, it's aged terribly for me, but I still love it. Like, it is a bad film. I won't even deny it's not. But I love it.
Some people say that bad films can be just as good as good. But I like it because I love the movie. I just loved it because Thomas was there, and the music was what really got me into it a lot of times. It was just, and you see like the American stuff, what they were doing. And just keep in mind, this is way back in 2000. If Thomas and the Magic Railroad had happened in today's time, it probably would have had a different twist, and it probably would have been a lot more realistic, and maybe it would have been well received. If you think about it,
bringing up Magic Railroad, I think Thomas was going to the Isle of Man in October to go get some photos, where they filmed it pretty much.
Oh, definitely. That's what I mean. If it happened in today's time, it would be in the Isle of Wight. They would have used that to play as Sodor while they were using other parts here in England to try and showcase other parts of the railroad. That's the clever trick.
Mm.
It would be quite intriguing if they ever did that. Like if it was a TBS series, that definitely would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like I could see it lasting about 1 or 2 seasons if they went that far. That's just me. Yeah. And I do feel like, despite the fact that it's a bit silly, but I feel like the ultimate tribute for Brit Allcroft, I know it won't happen, but I personally feel like a real life version of Lady in the movie should be built from the ground up, a real life breathing locomotive and named after Brit Allcroft herself. And I think that would be the ultimate tribute for her.
I mean, that would be nice.
And people could ride behind the locomotive. They think that then, Allcroft was immortalized as a steam engine. I mean, look at the guys.
Brit Allcroft did kind of voice Lady.
She did, yeah. So it just makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Who the heck? Jumbo Abrams. Who the hell's that dude? Oh, it's Reese Kendrick. That's his actual name.
Oh. Wait, is he here?
God.
Reese Kendrick.
Oh my god.
Do you mean you guys know him?
Wait, is he here?
I don't know.
He's down here. He's down here in the chat box.
Yeah. One of my favorite Disney films, Glenn, is 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah. The live action or the animated?
But what was about my crossover with the 100 Dalmatians? Was it a bit too much? Or
No,
what
not
the
the
fuck was
cross.
that?
was it a bit too much?
Jesus, if you ask me, I love both the original animation. But what's wrong, 836? What happened?
Oh.
Yeah, I just
No,
heard
my
that.
computer's being stinky.
Oh, God.
But that crossover I made was a bit right? Yeah, I just thought it was a good idea.
Oh,
But
man. Like I said, in any cases, some of these songs I've done are really good. I'm just going to play one of them right now, actually, which will be quite good. I know some of you guys may not be aware of it, but Tommy Trains, I know you may not have seen it, but I did a couple of, custom songs and they're very good.
Oh.
I did one with
Oh,
311
really?
at one point. Multiple
Oh, yeah.
CS. And who the heck? Jumbo Evans, his real name is Reese Kendra. Who the hell is he?
Who's Bosher Studios? Reese Kendrick?
No, that can't be him. Jim Evans, you're responding to yourself. That's what your actual name is. It's right there. Look. You don't believe me? Look at this. Don't sound like a. Hang on, look. Here you are, pal. Look. There you are, mate. There's you, mate. And then who's okay? There you are. Look. See?
Oh my gosh.
You just said that about yourself, pal. Not a good idea. What's all that about, pal?
I'm just going to turn on my camera for a moment.
There you guys are. Oh well, you've definitely proved a lot there, Tommy, since I last saw you.
I just had some troubles.
Oh, you wanted to join? Oh, well,
Yeah.
I think we got around to this, ladies and gentlemen. You wanted us to join, but I've only got room for 6 people. That's the problem.
Hmm.
Okay, you can pop in if you want next time we come around, but we're definitely maxing out. We've been around for about 2.5 hours now, so I'm going to have to wrap it up very shortly. Oh, and you bought yourself Titanic, huh?
Yeah, it's actually this one. Do I actually still have the cover? Oh, here it is. It's actually this one.
Oh, you got that, bro. Oh, I'd never bought that. No. What the hell? What's with the
What the hell is wrong
icon?
with you,
Those
bro?
googly eye. What's with the icon with those googly eyes on the railway engine? What the hell?
What's that? The mechanical.
Oh,
face
it's the OG Thomas eyes from the OG face slapped on 89.
I was just going to say, it kind of looks like it came out of an 80s cartoon Gigi movie or whatever. That's just to say.
But you know, this was actually done. This is not Photoshop.
Oh, it looks like it though because of the graphics.
Just because the video is so small.
Oh, and you got a bunch of engines you've been getting lately.
Yep, from my collection.
I see Thomas. I see. Oh, you finally got Herbie and Thomas. The
Let me see my
crossover
old
everyone goes
movie.
crazy about. That we would have wanted.
Here's my car collection.
Wait, are you talking about the pullback one?
Which one?
Yeah, that one there, Thomas and Herbie. The crossover we would have wanted. You
I
know,
also got the
race car.
I also got this.
I had that version of Thomas once, but I've got the other one which has a much more flat head.
Yeah. Also, I found a factory error.
Oh.
Look.
Oh, where's Winnie the Pooh when you need him? That's where he needs to be on.
I don't know if you can guys see it.
Yeah, I see him.
It actually says jet fuel tanker, but it says soda or honey. I found a factory error. Wait, let me show you guys.
What do I want to do?
Oh dear. Oh dearie me.
What the bloody hell is that?
No, not that. I'm looking at something else, not this.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. Hold on. I'm going all over the place here.
No, don't tell me it stopped snowing.
I think it did.
I don't
Oh,
know.
damn, it stopped snowing. I wished it kept going. But we still got school canceled tomorrow. It's fine.
How bad is it? How deep is it? Is it 7? Is it like at 2 inches or like
I would have to say I would have to say 2.5.
Oh damn.
Well, when I was born in 1991, it was 3 feet deep. No joke. You had to shove your way through to get to the hospital. So because the hospital stuff was snowed in.
Damn.
I'm sharing my screen if you want to see some stuff that I've been working on with a few friends of mine.
Oh damn.
Is everything all right? What's going on in the background? Did he say he would be back in a bit?
I don't know. This is kind of awkward. His mom?
Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise for being on there. You're thinking, where the hell was I there? Just had to make sure my parents were going on. It has nothing to do with me, but there's just some. It's one of the reasons why my home life is as it is. But besides all that, I'm a little shaken up, and but I'm going to have to cut this stream out now because we've been going on for nearly 3 hours, or whatever it was. But I'm going to have to wrap this one up. I think my Steam's run out, but I'm glad you guys made it through. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again, but I'm going to have to get going. Tommy, it's nice to see you again. I'll stream again when I can. Until then, I'll have to get going. I'll have to get going now. This is GameFan701. For those of you who've been watching, thanks for tuning in this long. And it's been good having you guys in until another time. But take care, guys, and I'll hopefully also stream again, maybe after my 34th birthday, or maybe somewhere down the line. I don't know when.
Oh, and I'm turning 20 this month.
Yeah, next month I turn 34. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen because obviously I got to figure out what I need to get for my birthday. I got to figure out what's going to happen because obviously I might be going on vacation in the summer. I say I might be because I've not been abroad since 2013. So it's been a long time since I've flown anywhere. But like I said, there's a lot that's going on right now, so I may not be able to stream like I would have done, but you don't know when I will. But that's the thing. So I'll keep you guys in touch when I can, all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for being on, guys. Until then,
guys.
Have a good time and try and enjoy the rest of your first month of 2025. What can I say? Until then, until we meet again. Peace, lads.
See you guys. See you, Glenn.